in the secret squirrel are you? I just remember that used to be a cartoon. I didn't watch it. I watched some of the other ones. But you, whoever you are, you provided these people with some form of adversity that's very righteous, though. You brought holy war. It's like, like during the Crusades, between the wars between the Muslims and Christians, that was really over men fighting over territory. But, but they call it, this is a holy war. We fight holy war, throw a rock, a stone, whatever. You brought a holy war to these people. Okay. You brought a holy war, a righteous war, because your cause is holy. Your cause is righteous, but you still fight them in the dark with the same tools of them. You understand what I'm saying? Because you fight to balance the dark and the light. Okay. And these people, you were in some kind of disguise because they never, ever, 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 ever expected what you really were to come to the surface, because you were hidden. It was a lot inside of you, but you had to keep it hidden for your secret mission, your purpose. Okay. So I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. And of course, as I'm starting, Arsette's going to come sit under my feet. There's something going on today. That's fine. How many of y'all have ever seen a man with 1 foot ride a bike and it work out for him? A bike with 2 pedals. Come on. Come on, collective. I need somebody to talk to me. How many of y'all have ever seen a man ride a bicycle with 1 foot, but it has 2 pedals, and it worked out for him? Hello? How many people have ever seen somebody run a 2-legged race with 1 leg? And nothing against anyone with a handicap, or I'm not trying to come down on anyone. Okay. How does it work when you operate only with one side of your brain? How about that? How about when you try to make decisions and carry out intentions in life only functioning from one side of your brain? You would come off kind of, and no offense to anyone, like you have some form of autism or something, right? You would be a little bit different than most people. And that's not what autism is, only working with one side of your brain there. Autism is a huge umbrella, but you understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about an imbalance. There's somebody here that did not know how much righteous adversity you would bring to whatever darkness they were trying to bring into your life. And they doubt that they can ever fix it. And the reason is because they put a trust, all their trust, in somebody with that trust energy, in a person that they were sure could get them victory and success. They feel like they hired the right person for the job. But when have you seen somebody that only operates with 1/2 of their brain ever be able to perform at their optimal performance? It doesn't even make sense, right? You have to balance your masculine and feminine energy. You have to balance your left and right brain in order to be able to live a higher elevated way of living spiritually. And that would include your money, your prosperity, your relationships with people, places, and things, and everything and anything that you would ever want. I know, baby. I know, but you have to let me do these readings, okay? What is my whole audience, the FBI now? Is that what you're trying to tell me? My whole audience is the FBI? So I don't know. Maybe my whole audience is the FBI now, which is fine too. So this man hired a woman to get a job done that only operates in one mode, on one setting. You understand? There's only one setting in her brain, and that setting is narcissistic, extreme narcissistic. No empathy, no love, no compassion. Even in regular conversations with regular people, this is someone that does not have any interpersonal communication skills, that can't even be around normal people. They have to be around the bottom of the most dysfunctional people in order not to seem like a weirdo, because they're so dysfunctional in the way they operate. The way they talk to people is disgusting. It's rotten. They talk to everyone and treat everyone like they're a dog and they're beneath them. And they don't even have the self-awareness. They're socially not aware of how people see them when they come around normal people that have healthy personalities, that are healthy emotionally and balanced and happy. This is the type of person that you invite only because somebody in your family married her ass. You invite them to a family function, and when they see everybody playing with the children, and you might see people that want to pray over their food or just regular things. Why is everybody smiling like weirdos? You know, why is everybody so weird? This is the type of energy that only functions on one setting, literally one setting. And it's due to some trauma in their childhood, but they function on one setting. Again, this is the type of person where if your uncle married her, y'all not going to disrespect her because that's his wife. But when he brings her to the family functions, she's like a Grinch. And she asks questions like, why you keep laughing and smiling? Why are you playing with little kids? Why are you playing a board game, Shoots and Ladders, with a 7-year-old? You a grown-ass man or you a grown-ass woman? Well, because it's game night, and me and my family that love each other, we like to do things together with the children too, so we can bond. It's bonding time so that, we'll know what's going on in each other's lives. Yeah, we have a family, and the cousins come over and we play board games. We play Monopoly, and we don't leave the little kids out. You know, we want the little kids to feel connected and bonded during these times we have when we're not at work. And we love each other. That's why we're playing games together with the kids and cooking and doing these things. We're a loving family. Y'all are weird. This is that type of energy, okay? This is who this person hired that thought that they got the right person. But this person is not balanced at all. They have a mental disorder and they literally only function on one setting. And it's cruel, it's mean intentions, it's cold, it's belligerence, and nothing else. No love, no joy, no happiness, no real happiness. Okay. And there was a younger person that got sucked into this, that was working kind of like as her understudy, who got her at a very young age, when she was more naive and that frontal lobe wasn't developed. And she crushed this young woman's self-esteem that started working with her. And this is a younger person connected to you. She crushed this younger person's self-esteem because this younger person didn't have the discernment to know what type of person they were connecting to. But then over time, whoever this younger person is, they separated their energy from whoever this person is that only functions on one setting, and they regained their confidence and self-esteem back. And now they're back up and running in their life. There's also a father figure here that is starting to feel empathy for something that someone was trying to carry out and do to you. And also this younger person here, whoever this younger energy is, and I feel like it's a younger woman that's not her daughter, that she was trying to mold after her, that a lot was done to, spell work and a whole lot of other things. But whatever the case may be, there is an older gentleman here that is starting to feel empathy for the way that whoever and however they're connected to that sick woman is, what she carried out against you and what she carried out against a young lady that was she was supposed to be like a mentor to. And he's starting to just see how ugly she is on the inside. You understand? Meaning her personality. Rich lady and high honor in the reverse. Somebody wanted to be a rich lady. She was working with a false person that's a Cancer or another water sign, but something might be ending right now with this death energy, or someone might have Scorpio in their chart. Something's over. Her relationship, business relationship, or business and love, she's backstabbed and betrayed. Something's over. Someone's no longer going to be seen as society as being high honor. Excuse me. And they're not going to be seen as high honor. That just simply means your mask is off. None of us are high honor. Listen to me, y'all. None of us are high honor. None of us are really high honor. Ain't none of us shit. But we all wear a mask to the public and society. but your mask is off now because you did a little bit too much and you went a little bit too far because you're demonically possessed. So we're taking your mask off for the world, and now you're no longer deemed high honor. Even if it's a fake mask like the rest of us, you're not that anymore. Okay, you've done too much, you went too far, and you might be under full demonic possession to the point where we can't claim you no more. So it's like some we can't claim you anymore energy. She thought she was going to get some money that is not expected. Win money is money that you're not expecting. Winnings, a monetary gift, affluence, gain, profit, luck, inheritance, bonus, return on an investment. It's money that you didn't work for, or like, it's not a paycheck or something like that. Okay. It's win money, kind of like unexpected, like the lottery or something, or unexpected money. But you might be getting some unexpected money in the near future. But like I said, you're righteous. Whoever you are, you can greet them and meet them with the smoke, the same smoke they give you. But the thing about it is, you come from the darkness, as all of us do. All of us come from that primordial darkness, all of us. Okay. But you have made it out of the dark into the light, and you're in a high frequency and a high vibration. You know how to balance your dark and light energy. But in the same token, your energy was cloaked for these people. These people only saw you in your light energy. They've never really experienced you operating in a darker energy, because why would you want to? You don't want to be in darkness. You don't want to be attached to anything negative. Anybody in your life right now that's bringing you negativity, you didn't do anything to invite them to your life or bring them. It's some past life shit. You just want to live your life and be completely detached from the situation so you can have peace. You just want peace in your house and home. You might have to relocate out the country to get it. I don't know what you got to do. But the point I'm making is you just want nothing but peace. You didn't ask for none of this. And all these people, they found ways to break into your energy and create conflict with you that you never asked for, that you didn't do anything. You were just sitting there, and it's like somebody's like, you want to fight? And you're like, I don't know you. I don't want to fight you. Why do you want to fight me? I just want to sit over here quietly and read my book. Well, I'm going to fight you, and I'm going to bring a whole bunch of people to help me fight you, and we're going to keep fighting you. And you're like, please leave me alone, weirdo. That's your energy. You're like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. When I'm angry, I turn green, and you're going to see a side of me. It's something that's inside of me that's going to come out, and I don't want it to, because I want to be over here in my feminine energy. Please don't make me turn into the woman king energy. Please don't. I would like to stay in my feminine energy and do the little like feminine things I like to do. But it's always a bunch of monkey-minded motherfuckers that want to disrupt your peace and break into your spiritual house and physical house and break into your life and try to punk you because you look like you're vulnerable and you minding your business. And then that's when you got to jump out there, come out a bag on their ass and let them know, bitch, you out your monkey ass mind if you think you finna get one over on me, ho. Yes, praise God. So I'm going to jump into the reading. What is the energy crowning this read? What is the energy? That was somebody grandmother I was channeling. I don't know. What is the energy crowning this read? What is the energy crowning this read? What is the energy crowning this read? Ooh, child, somebody getting divorced, or somebody's walking away from a contract that they had. What is the energy crowning this read, please and thank you? Okay. So we got somebody, there might be somebody here that's getting out of a contract, okay, or a marriage. Someone might have earth in their chart. I don't know. They could have air in their chart too. And this might be about someone's stability. Somebody's stability might be safe. Somebody might be single, able to manifest things for themselves, and they might be okay with something. uh, that might have been a part of creating some form of injustice in the past. Tell me about what is the obstacle for someone. Somebody could have been trying to create an injustice surrounding your stability in the past. Okay. All right. Somebody might be a Leo and somebody might be a Cancer. Look at that. Okay. So somebody could have Leo in their chart. Someone could have Cancer in their chart. Or somebody could be a Leo, Cancer, cusper. Take it as it resonates. So the obstacle to somebody having peace or justice was a Cancer and a Leo energy. Ha! Interesting. Oh my. Okay, what? All right, so this might be a younger earth sign. What happened in the recent past, Holy Spirit? What happened in the recent past, Holy Spirit? Did somebody put hands and feet on somebody? The card fell. Sorry, y'all. So in the recent past, it seems that somebody might have become very depressed about something. What did someone become so depressed about in the past? Tell me about what happened in the recent past. Tell me. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, me. Oh, my. Someone was depressed because they really, really wanted to avoid some kind of a disaster or something big that they didn't want to deal with or face or happen, a tower, and they felt very defeated. Someone might have Aquarius in their chart. Somebody felt very defeated and they were trying to avoid a disaster. Maybe they were worried about information coming out about an injustice that they might be connected to or something like that. And tell me more about the situation with this 5 of Cups. Sad person. This is somebody that was celebrating with a group of people that might not have been too good for them. They might have been introduced to these people possibly by a Gemini with this lover's energy here, or they could have met these people through someone they were dating or in a love connection with, or partners with, co-workers, friends. Take it as it resonates. However this applies to you. So somebody might have been introduced to a party lifestyle or to a group of people through someone they were connected to, whether it's a Gemini or whether it's a partner of theirs, love partner or friendship. Okay. But the people that they were connected to didn't have the same energy for them that they had. They made this person feel very accepted, but it wasn't an equal exchange. But they're the only ones that knew that. The new person into the group was actually the target, because this new person in the group is who they needed to help accomplish an agenda. Y'all got to be careful about joining any kind of social group, club, where someone comes out and recruits you and brings you in. Be very careful. Sometimes people have agendas that they need to fulfill, or that something they're trying to use or get done, or you have money or access to money or a resource, and they'll be nice to you and want you to join the group. And everybody in the group knows why you're there except for you. And you just think everyone's being nice to you for no reason. So I'm getting the energy of a younger person that was through either a Gemini or either a lover or someone they dated or a friend or a partner. They were introduced to a group of people and an older man. This could be a water sign that was a part of some kind of group. And this younger person didn't realize at the time that they were targeted by this group because they needed them to get away with what their real agenda was for that person. They never had genuine feelings. It was never an equal give and take in friendship or energy. It's like, if we could do this without you, we would just do it without you. But because of the person that we're trying to attack and steal from and get from, you have access to them. This is the reason why we need to get her on our side. And they recruited a younger person. And this happened in the past. And there was an older man that was a part of this too, an Emperor reversed. All right, what else, Holy Spirit? So they tried to make this person feel accepted. Okay, but it's over now. They failed at what they were trying to get away with. It is a Cancer. So there was a warlock that was a part of this group with this young. So this warlock energy, they all set this up. because whoever the younger person is, they're connected to the target. They were connected to the people this group was targeting to steal something from. So this warlock and his flunkies or people he's connected to, he sent them out to recruit this younger person that's connected to the person they were targeting to steal from, because they knew the only way what they were trying to accomplish would work is if they got this younger person to help them. So they never cared about this younger person. They never had any interest in their mind, friendship, or you're just smart. They just know if you stroke this person's ego and build them all the way up, then once we get them in our clutches, we're going to break down their self-esteem, and we're going to break them all the way down and keep them down so they'll never get away from us. And we're going to utilize their energy and use them to help us to accomplish our goal of stealing from you or doing whatever they were trying to do to you. They never liked this younger person. They were just targeting. And one way you can look at this is like, and I know I use the same people, but it's the point of the message I'm making why I use these people to give you the relevance of what I'm saying. So it's almost like somebody is trying to get a record deal. Somebody's trying to get some kind of record deal or acknowledgement from a famous record producer, or let's just use Michael Jackson, my favorite. Okay, we're going to use Michael Jackson. And you are Michael Jackson's children or Michael Jackson's child. And you might shelter them a little bit because you know who you are and you know how people are out here. So you might shelter your kids a little bit, okay? Or even Jay-Z and Beyonce with their children. Let's talk about Blue Ivy, for instance. They already know that there are a lot of opportunists out here. And they already know that people are going to be watching their children every chance they get. And invading their privacy and trying to get personal information about them. But their children are not aware of this because to their children, their parents are just their parents. Oh, whatever. To me, you're just mommy. I don't know about Beyonce or Jay-Z. What is that? Your name is blah, 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 blah. You understand? Children don't see their parents that are superstars as how other people see them. So they don't realize when people are targeting them because of their parents, because they don't see it the same. But Jay-Z and Beyonce know they're not about to put Blue Ivy in public school in just one of the states in America and just be like, okay, bye, sweetheart, we'll see you later. Because they know how many people are going to instantly try to manipulate her, bind to her, become her best friend, or see if you can get her hooked on you and date her because she's getting up there in age. You know, they already know what's finna happen. You understand? So the parents know why they can't allow their children before a certain time. They have to protect them, but the children don't understand because their consciousness and awareness only goes as far as whatever amount of years they've been on this earth. Okay. But you don't know nothing because you their parents, of course. So let's say you have a younger person like Blue Ivy and you keep her into your home or keep her surrounded to protect her because you have to. And let's say around 14, 15, 16, I'm tired of this. I'm like Siddhartha the Buddha. I want to get out and be around real people and have real experiences. I've had people protecting me my whole life. I want to be around normal, regular people. I'm breaking out of here. You understand? Because she doesn't realize everybody knows who her parents are. And there are going to be eyes on her everywhere she goes, everything she does, and all kind of opportunists that are going to try to kidnap her and charge ransom to, you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce to pay. And they know that, but she's not going to understand that. And she might resent them for keeping a close eye on her as she gets older. Like, why can't I just go out and not like regular kids and be around regular people? She doesn't understand that because she just sees her parents. So she gets out there when she turns 18. I'm getting out here on my own and I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And instantly come the maggots and everybody like, I'm 18. I can do what I want. I'm getting off this island, you know, and she gets out there in the world, you know, and she doesn't realize everybody knows who she is And it's so, and because she might have grown up in safety and in a protective care, she knows everyone knows who she is, but she's not fully aware of just how grimy and vicious and vindictive and nasty and evil and money hungry and wicked people really, really can get, and how fake people can really be. And say she 18 and she get out there in the world and she get amongst these people, you know, and they like, oh my God, she's at the club and she's doesn't have any guards or anybody with her. Oh yes, I got it. I'm a flirt with her a lot. Love bomb her, kiss her feet, do everything. Just make her think that she's just everything for you. Really, really love bomb her. See if you can make her fall in love with you. You know, and then shame her for coming from money. Make her feel bad for having a good life and coming from money. Call her spoiled and tell her she doesn't fit in, but only after she catches feelings for you. And then you have to break her self-esteem down and tell her you don't fit in around here. You're not normal because you grew up rich. And then you have her under your control and keep her under your mental control and extort her parents for money. You understand? That type energy is what I'm talking about. So I feel like there was a younger person here that they needed in order to carry out what they wanted to do against you. And these people, they don't have the same energy for this younger person at all. They just needed them so they could get what they wanted. But they might have built their ego up very high in the beginning, and they're very young. They're naive. Their frontal lobe is not fully developed. They're just getting out there in the world. And they fall into the ego trap. And then these people build them up. And once they get them where they want them and make them feel accepted and loved, then they break down their self-esteem, down all the way. Like, we tricked you. And now you're stuck on the side of evil and you can't go back over there to the good side because we're going to blackmail you and blah, 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 blah. And we're going to do all kinds of things to make sure you stay down and keep your self-esteem in the gutter. So you won't have enough. You'll be so embarrassed that you made a bad decision before your frontal lobe was developed that you'll never go back to try to rectify or heal things with your family or with your mother or with people that really care about you and love you. We want your self-esteem to be so low and your ego to be so destroyed that you feel too ashamed and embarrassed that you made a bad decision before your frontal lobe was developed because you had some grown-ass nasty fucking vampires that knew how to manipulate and use a younger person's ego to manipulate them. I know everything about the world. No, Blue Ivy, you don't know everything about the world. Yes, I do. I'm 18. I know everything. You know, if you can imagine, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you can imagine, like, and the reason I'm using them as an example, I'm saying this is, you're an important, whoever you are, you're an important person for what these people want from you. You understand? So whoever this younger person is attached to you, you know, imagine Blue Ivy and her parents are important. Imagine, you know, she's trying to tell them, I'm 18 years old. Of course, I know everything. You don't know. You think y'all know everything that's good for me. I'm grown. Can't you see? I'm 18. I know everything. And they're like, you don't know anything. You're smart. You're in the book smart and intelligent, but you just don't know how grimy they are. You don't know how grimy people are. You really haven't dealt with real grime. And we're scared you're going to go out there and you're going to be targeted. Okay. So whoever this younger person is, they broke down their self-esteem completely to the ground. And they were probably ashamed because they got sucked in because they played with their ego. But that's not something to be ashamed of. Nobody that was manipulated before their frontal lobe was fully developed, whether you had a baby by somebody, boy or girl, or if you went through something tumultuous or trauma or got sucked into something and you don't come from a stable background, you should never feel embarrassed or ashamed because somebody tricked you or hoodwinked you somebody manipulated you, stroked your ego. All of us had a big ego. All of us were younger at one time. All of us didn't have a fully developed frontal lobe at 18 years old. So all of us at some point, felt like we knew everything we needed to know. Okay. A lot of us got tricked and manipulated by lots of people and places and things, trying to buy cars. If you didn't have like a parent figure to help you buy a car, or any guidance, like me personally, I've taught myself how to drive. I literally taught myself how to drive stick shift. When I was 16, I taught myself how to drive. And I took my driver's test with a stick shift, and I taught myself how to drive that. And the first time I jumped out there on the road, I jumped right across the median, and the whole car spun around, and I was going into incoming traffic in the opposite direction. And I swerved back and forth, until I made it back on the other side of the median, and finally got the car to stop wiggling, and I was going in a straight line. And it was like I had to jump in the ocean. Everything that I've ever done in my life was self-taught, because I didn't have anybody that had things or experiences that they could guide or help me. Okay. Yes, I had a mother and a father, but it was a whole lot. It's a story there, and I'm not going into it. But nonetheless, everything that I've ever accomplished and done in my life, it was self-taught. I had to figure everything out in my life, period, point blank, for myself. From the time I got my menstrual cycle when I was 10 years old, all the way up until now, when it should be stopping soon. You understand? And I know anybody in my collective that might know me, they be like, yeah, bitch, I've seen your ass drive before. We know you taught yourself how to drive. All right. So you don't have to be ashamed or embarrassed of anything that could have happened to you, or a bad decision you could have made being in your ego before your lobe was developed. All of us have gone through different things when we were younger, with things that we thought we knew everything about or have been taken advantage of. Buying our first home, buying our first car. If you don't have adults that are able to guide you, and my thing was, my mother never drove in her life, and my father never drove in his life. Neither one of them have ever driven anything in their life, period. All right, so what's the King of Swords? There was somebody else that was a part of this group that's no longer okay with being in this energy. Okay, so I have the Five of Wands here and the Four of Wands reverse. Somebody could have broken up with somebody because somebody liked to fight too much and create too much drama and conflict and chaos and keep it going. Do y'all know what narcissists do? Let me explain something to you. Once a narcissist gets you under their control, that means they've been able to emotionally attach to your emotional body. They've been able to destabilize you financially in some kind of way, or attach their finances to you with their name on an apartment or a house or a car. They've got something hooked into you where you can't just ghost them and leave overnight. Most narcissists, what they do is they bring you so much trauma back to back to back to keep you in a state of unrest, to keep you from sleeping, to keep your nerves constantly rattled, so you don't have time to think, or plan or organize leaving them or separating from them. A narcissist will gaslight you from here to kingdom come, and they'll scream at the top of their lungs and make ridiculous arguments that make no sense, and they'll go around in circles with you, and they'll make your own mind, they'll make you doubt yourself and think you're going crazy. And the narcissist tool of control is to keep you in fight mode, constantly fighting with you every chance. You'll be thanking God for the sweet mean cycles, the little tiny bit of peace they give you and happiness. Just for a quick moment, they'll be sweet and peaceful, and then they'll get right back to it, because they're afraid that if your nerves are calm enough, and if you get to a peaceful state where you can sit down and reflect and think, you're going to see them for exactly who and what they are, and you're going to leave them. You understand? So a narcissist will do everything in their power to fight with you all day, every day, and keep you in a state of unrest and keep you so busy arguing with them. They'll try to keep you sleep deprived and make sure you're not getting sleep. And when you're not going to sleep at night, you can't function mentally properly, and you can't think and analyze things. So this is a narcissistic tactic that friends and lovers and family members and different people use to keep you in their life. They keep you preoccupied in a state of anger, fighting, conflict, anxiety, so you won't have the realization through self-reflection that you need to get them out your life. It's like keeping somebody busy. If I could just keep you busy and keep you fighting at all times, and arguing and cussing, and you only get little tiny bits of peace with me, that those little bits of peace, I'm gonna suck your dick like it got the cure in it, or I'm a lick you like a lollipop, or whatever the hell. Okay, Kuan Yin, but you understand what I'm saying. That's what narcissists do. They'll try to give you little tiny bits of peace, in between, nothing but chaos and fighting and confusion, because they know the minute you stop fighting and you have peace and time to think, that you are going to see them clearly and be able to reflect and breathe, and you're going to leave them like, this is crazy. Why the fuck am I still having you in my life? And that's why they're so combative. So there might be somebody that couldn't move to calmer waters mentally with the Six of Swords in reversed here, because of someone that was extremely combative, argumentative, and they were doing that on purpose. It's a narcissistic tactic to keep you from finding out the truth about them, for seeing them correctly the way they really are. Come through, spirit. Yep. And somebody had an ego death, the Ace of Swords. This is something that somebody was doing to somebody else on purpose. Somebody was constantly fighting somebody, arguing with somebody, just making shit up to argue about. You're like, what the hell? How'd you get that? I don't know. I'm just mad today because why the sun set in the west and come up in the east? No, you better explain that shit to me. Explain right now. No. See, you don't love me because you're not explaining to me exactly why the sun will set and rise in the west and whatever. No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, a narcissist will come up with anything to argue with, but they're doing it on purpose, because they feel like if it's too calm and peaceful and the dust settles, you'll be able to see who they really are, and you'll be able to see what they're really trying to pull off and do. Usually it's because they're trying to get away with something, whether they're trying to get a resource or money from you or use you for something. They don't want you to ever be able to see them properly. And this is the truth I'm giving you right now. Somebody had an ego death because it was their job to keep either a younger person or someone that they were dating or in a relationship with in a state of constant anxiety and confusion, stress and fear, so that they wouldn't have time to self-reflect and get their self-esteem together and separate their energy. And this person's having an ego death because somebody finally is putting up a boundary with this individual. Okay. Yeah. Somebody got unstuck and pulled their energy back from somebody. This could be a group or a person. All right. Now tell me more about the situation going on right now. So right now, there might be the star reverse. Somebody might not be healing from something right now, or someone could be an Aquarius. Somebody's stressed out right now with this Nine of Swords energy. Right now, somebody is extremely stressed out. Their head, they're not sleeping at night. They're extremely stressed out about a friend of theirs. This could be someone that works in a courthouse or an official person that has an official job somewhere. And right now, someone might be an emotional wreck, a Nine of Pentacles, because of something, an offer that they accepted. Somebody accepted a bribe, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody accepted a bribe that might be an official person. This could be a judge. This could be someone that works for a notary that has their notary or something official. And now somebody wants to settle something. Something's over with the death card. Clarify this death card or death energy. Clarify this death energy, please and thank you. It was a missed opportunity to work on something to cause you a death. Someone was watching you so that they could create an imbalance and cause you a death. And it was a missed opportunity to cause you a death. So whoever this judge or somebody official that had a relationship with this Aquarius, they might have connected to them and told them, look, my dealings with you is over. Now I'm going to have to do my job the way I'm going to have to do it. The Five of Pentacles reversed. So they're kicking this Aquarius out their energy. And what's the most probable outcome here, Holy Spirit? What is the most probable outcome? Someone being childish that has to release something that has clarity. Someone might be being childish that has to release something, okay, or let go of something that they cannot backstab and betray you. Somebody has to release something. They can't backstab and betray you. They're having an ego death, and somebody has to pull their energy away and walk away from you. So there are official people. This person has been very reckless. They shouldn't have came after you because you're too intuitive for this bullshit. And you're smarter than the people that are coming for you. And that's the problem. And I should rename this whole fucking reading. You're smarter than the people that they hired to come for you. So you were a bad person to target. That's what I should have named the fucking reading. Okay? Because that's what this reading really is about. What this really is about is you're smarter and more intuitive than all of these people that someone hired to try to conduct some injustice in your life. So they should have never, but smart people then again wouldn't do something this stupid. Stupid people of target smart people because they project their stupidity onto other people. A lot of times people that are slow, of course, hence being slow, they're too slow to realize that they assume everybody thinks on the same level they think and move on the same level they move. So a person that's slow is gonna think that they're fast, and they're gonna go target someone that's faster than them that they think is slow because they're slow, and then they get fucked up and be like, "Hey, what happened? You're slow, and you were not able to detect that I'm not like you. I'm not slow. I'm fast." But because you're surface level and you can only see things from a surface level, instead of getting to know me and really thinking, is this somebody I want to fuck with? Let me study them inside out. You just went for it. And that lets me know you're slow. Because everybody knows you don't just attack somebody or do anything to anybody. You don't walk into people's homes that you don't know and doors and jump in the cars that you don't know. Everybody knows you don't just jump into something with somebody into business. Let someone come babysit your kids. You don't do things with people that you barely know. Everybody knows that. But if you're slow, you're going to think that you can go do whatever you want to anybody. And y'all the ones that end up getting fucked up. So that, like I said, that's the name of this reading. Somebody hired a whole bunch of people to do stuff to you. And you're faster than all the people they hired. Someone slow hired a whole bunch of slow people to do shit to you. But you're faster than all the people they hired to come against you. And a lot of times, even when I talk about the Bible story of Samson and Delilah, everybody thinks it's about muscles. Hey, Samson's muscles. He beat the Philistines, the whole army. I don't feel like it was just like a physical fight. I feel like Samson had some kind of spiritual practice where he was in alignment and he had a connection to God, which is his higher mind, that allowed him to have some form of foresight. You understand? And he might have been fast, like sharp in the mind. So he knew how to prepare. So he knew how to take out a whole bunch of people at the same time, like set a whole bunch of traps. He knew when they were going to come on this day. So let me put something on my bed, a lump, so they'll think it's me. And then when they get in the house, I'll set that bitch on fire. And then I'm going to have a trap over here where they fall into a hole in the ground where I have a cheetah or fire ants waiting. And then I've got other booby traps set all around where I live here. Because I'm sure he lives somewhere with other people, Samson probably was in connection with his higher mind, which is his God mind. And he probably had his intuitive function, and he probably was a beast. He probably was a military strategist that literally could calculate what the enemy was going to do, because there was probably a whole bunch of ignorant ass thugs that were also very stupid, that were not connected to their intuition. So it's easy to beat a whole bunch of people, you know, when you're the one that's the high priest or the high priestess. Samson was probably a high priest who had his third eye, or his intuition was very keen. And he probably outsmarted everybody. And he probably beat a whole army because he knew how to stick and move. I don't think he stood there like a kung fu master and like literally was like, ha, in every direction and turning circles, and everybody's body was flying in different directions. I think that Samson in the Bible it was a spiritual thing. You know, he was connected to God, and he had spiritual strength, and he had a spiritual mind. So he knew how to strategize warfare against these people, and they were slow. So he knew how they were coming and what they would do and how they would do X, Y, Z. He knew all kind of different things and tactics to fight them. And that helped him to defeat the Philistines. But when he lost his connection to God, because he started sharing a bed and having sex with an ungodly woman that was karmic, he lost his spiritual path. And that's the representation of his hair being chopped off. For instance, there was an empress in Ethiopia during a military battle and war that with her smart brains, she was it Empress Tetu or somebody with her brains, she said, she told, I think it was Emperor Menelik, I think she was like, okay, so we're going to war with these people. This is what you're going to do when they're going to come marching through this town right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is completely empty that whole town of all water, because they won't be, if they can't get access to water, they're going to drop dead in this heat during this battle. Literally cut their water off. Literally knew the direction the enemy was coming in for a battle that they were going to be fighting. And all they had to do, they didn't even have to fight that hard. When you fight with your mind, you don't even have to fight that hard. This is why you need a queen. This is why men need to do their shadow work to be in alignment, to get their higher intuitive lady by their side that thinks deviously and diabolical, but in a righteous mindset. You understand? When you're a man, but you get a woman that's in the upright, that has a connection to God, she can be righteously diabolical. You understand? And when it's time to defend your country and stand your ground, you're not going to have to even put forth as much physical strength if you fight with your mind like Muhammad Ali. And that, like I said, what that Empress did, she said, this is the direction the enemy is coming. Cut off all water, cut all the water off in this area. Make sure there's no access to water, and everybody move out that area when they come through, so they won't have access to water. And that shut the whole fucking army down right then and there, because without water, you can't fight. You can't do anything without water. You collapse on the ground and die. So my whole point is, somebody waged a war against you, and you outsmarted all of them. Okay. And I equate whoever your energy is to Samson and Delilah, because I feel like Samson's real strength was his mind and his spiritual path. By staying on his spiritual path, it allowed him to have a connection to God, which is the higher mind, which is the higher intuitive function that allows you to expand on creative ideas and thoughts on how to carry out operations that get you the optimal results. These people invested in people they couldn't trust, that their brain only functions on one setting, narcissistic, and that's it. So they're cut off from creativity. So the way they attack you is only the same thing over and over and over again. Whoever you are, that Samson energy, because of your spiritual practice and your ever expanding creative mind, when it comes to warfare, you are able to get creative in ways to protect yourself spiritually, and to attack, and to protect yourself, and to stick and move. You understand? So your strength, like Samson, I believe, is spiritual, because you're in alignment and you operate very high. And this is why these slow people couldn't beat you. Give me a final message, Holy Divine Spirits. Y'all like, dang, Quan Yin, you could talk, child. You could talk. Y'all would be surprised. I don't say a peep or a word unless I'm on this platform. I'm so quiet in my house, and when I'm just out and about, I'm just so quiet. Y'all don't, I don't talk to anybody. I'm just completely silent. I don't even talk till I get on this platform. Y'all like, you sure can talk, child. I talk to my cats. Final message, Holy Divine Spirit. What is the final message? Final message, Holy Divine Spirit. What is the final message? All right. All right. It was a very bad investment to try to drain you of your energy. So this is someone that was orchestrating something to try to take your energy and give it to someone else. Even if someone drained your energy, it's still not going to, your mind is not going to go with that energy. Whatever they build with your energy is going to collapse and fall to the ground when you call your energy back. But someone thought that by draining your energy and giving it to someone else, it would give them your brains. No, ma'am. No, sir. Somebody might be wanting to connect to somebody. Final message, Holy Spirit. Like somebody's suddenly going to be smart, because somebody did a ritual or somebody got your energy. So suddenly they're going to have brains and be smart. No, they're not. They're just going to be a little more of what they already are, who they already are. Like when a stupid person gets a whole bunch of money and hits the lottery and they're homeless in 2 years. Why is that? Did they become smarter because they got hit the lottery? No, they just, with their stupid ass, hit the lottery and they went out there and made a whole bunch of stupid decisions for 2 years and went broke again. Right? Okay, the Knight of Wands. Somebody might be connecting with a knight right now. Go ahead. The Five of Pentacles, because they're in their thoughts about, or someone might be in knight energy right now about being in the Five of Pentacles. Someone could be gaslighting someone. So it's like somebody doesn't want somebody to be alone right now because they don't want them to be able to reflect and think. They don't want someone calm. I feel like somebody doesn't like when someone's alone. I don't know, maybe someone's a narcissist that is worried about when their victim is alone too much because it's giving them too much time to think. That's the energy I'm getting. There might be like a night energy and an Aries energy. These could be two fire signs. Somebody might be alone right now and somebody might be calling them on the phone or trying to connect to them. I need to stay in your energy. I can't leave you by yourself too long because I don't want you doing too much thinking. It's that type energy. I don't want you to be by yourself too long because you might get to thinking. And I don't like when you think. I have to keep distracting you and starting arguments. And I have to manipulate you and gaslight you. And I have to play with your mind. And when you're not around me, or if I don't talk to you after a certain amount of time, you might start seeing the truth about me. It's that energy. Somebody's having a tower. So somebody might be reaching out to somebody right now to try to emotionally manipulate and gaslight them to get them to do something. Because right now, a King of Pentacles is having a tower. Why are they having a tower? Because the Ten of Cups. What is the Ten of Cups? Give me a final message. We can close this out. They're having a tower because someone might be getting their wish fulfillment. What's the Ace of Pentacles? A new start. Somebody might be getting a new start in their life. The Empress reverse. Clarify the Ace. Oh, okay. There might be a Libra whose wish fulfillment is to get a new start doing something that has bad karma already, that didn't get the money they wanted. So there's a Libra, Queen of Swords reverse energy that never got the money she was supposed to be paid for being a part of this group. Okay. And she's very unhappy and unsatisfied about this. This could be a Libra man or a Libra woman. And it might be their wish fulfillment to get a new start doing something. Let's go, Holy Spirit. They're not going to get a new start. This person's stressed out. The Lover's reverse because someone might have separated their energy from them. Someone might be being childish right now. Okay, and give me the final card. And so the saga continues. What's the final message right now, Holy Spirit? All right, I have the Page of Cups. Somebody might be making an offer right now to be childish, a spiritual offer. So someone might be making a spiritual offer right now to be childish, possibly against you. It doesn't matter. It's not even going to get off the ground. Whoever you are, uh, something might be about to be balanced out for you. Something could be coming toward you very quickly that might allow you to move from where you live right now, or allow you to move on to calmer waters, whatever you decide to do. Okay. So something might be coming toward you very quickly that's going to allow you to balance your life and regulate it in a way where you can pack up and move if you want to, or you can just be at peace and move on to calmer waters about this whole nightmare that someone tried to make out of your life. All right, guys, that's it for right now. I am Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. There will be a reading later on this evening on Love of the Highest Vibration, and it's going to be on fan base. Some of you all know I'm slowly trying to transition over to fan base, but I have enemies that I didn't make. I got a group of people that made themselves my enemies that I don't even know personally, child. Yeah, that's right. Give me some love, all of y'all that know what I'm talking about. I literally have a group of people that have made themselves my enemy that I don't even personally know, because demons are real. Because demons are real, and they create these covens and get in this authoritarianism type vibe, where they want to abuse authority and abuse people, and they want to bully people, and they just find people that they think are weak and punks, and they jump on them. These are so I got a group of people literally that made themselves my enemies, that have followed me over to fan base, and have been doing little things to slow me down from getting my readings up and going. But I'm still pushing forward. I don't give a fuck. I'm not in a rush. I'm stuck doing time on earth right now. I'm not in a rush to meet no goal, to get nowhere. You're like in a rush. Let me tell you something. I was reading one of my books I have, and I bought many years ago, was the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And the Tibetan Book of the Dead, it was talking about people that were seeking enlightenment, and how the mindset that they move in. And it was like a group of monks. And it's like, you do day-to-day things to stay alive. Like you have to eat, and to eat, you have to do things to get food. And you got to cook. You got to do something to keep a roof over your head when it's raining and things. But not under a capitalist society. It's like you want to get things done, and sometimes obstacles slow you down, but you have to look at life. See, these monks understood that they were inside of a matrix. So they were not stressed out about hurrying up to reach any type of a goal or get anything done specifically. They always had something they were working on, but it was their mindset. Like, I'm just biding my time here while I'm on earth, trying to burn off whatever karma so I can master myself. It's about the journey. The way when you get to a certain level spiritually, you're supposed to view life. It's almost like riding on a bus at the window seat. You're not really that concerned and worried. You're more like a observer. And even though you have tasks to carry out and goals that you set, that you're moving toward those goals, at the end of the day, you have a realization that while you're moving toward those goals, you're in a matrix. So whatever your goal is, you're spiritually awakened that you're in a matrix. So it's like, okay, well, while I'm here, I guess this is going to be the goal, and this is what I'll do and move towards it. But nothing is stressing me or hurting me if I don't get it done by a certain time, or if there are setbacks, or if I'm slowed down. Because at the end of the day, I can see from a spiritual perspective, we're in a matrix. We are reincarnated until we master ourselves. So I'm not worried about the destination or did you ever accomplish that goal. I don't care. It's the matrix. I'm biding my time on earth. I was sentenced here. I was sentenced to earth, for bad behavior, apparently. And I'm trying to balance my dark and light so I can find my way out of here. And I have to do something while I'm here doing my time. So I'm just going to move toward things gracefully while I'm here. And then the day that I finally reach mastery and I don't have to come back because I've gotten enough light in my Merkaba where I can take off and break through this consciousness into other dimensions and break out of this reincarnation and burn off my karma because I've gained enough light. It's not a problem anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get over here on Fanbase. I've already put some videos up. I'm under the name QUAN Yin. And it's no sweat. I mean, I'll just let it happen and unrolls. But like I said, I understand life. I understand what I'm here to do. I understand what I'm here to learn and my position. So I'm not stressed out about reaching any goal. I just put something there for something to do. It's like you're playing, say you have a job that you go to every day. Say you sit at a desk as a receptionist or a security guard or something. And the goal is to get your paycheck and you got to be there. But because you have to be there at that job every day for X amount of hours and you have a computer in front of you, you get bored. So you start playing solitaire and you create these goals playing solitaire or online spades or whatever you're doing on that computer as a security guard or a receptionist. And you create goals for yourself. And you're like, okay, I'm going to try to beat this solitaire in under this amount of time, or I'm going to play cards online or do this. Those aren't real goals because it's just something you're doing to pass the time because you have to be at that job. And that's a better analogy of making you understand life on earth from a spiritual perspective where you're not stressed out about whether something's happening for you fast enough or not. Just like being at a job where you're passing time because you have to be there and you could set goals playing cards online. It's not important to you, but because you have to be there, okay, you make it like it's important, but you can walk away from it anytime. That's how you should be carrying and walking through life with that mentality that you don't have to worry about whether or not you reach a certain goal. It's about the journey and the decisions you make and the transformation that your mind has between balancing your dark and light energy. The goal is to gain experiences that help your soul to grow. Okay. Anything else you're doing within this matrix while we're here is just something to pass time while you learn the lessons your soul needs in order to grow and eventually get out of here. Like I'm about to do with my, I got Diary of the Mouth. Guys, I'm QUAN Yin. Love you very much. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Y'all have a blessed and safe afternoon. I will be back later on Fanbase on Love of the Highest Vibration. Bye.